national charity is holding what it calls its Silver Sunday event. Does it every year? I appreciate that it's something we should be talking about every day of the year, but it's highlighted on Silver Sunday. It's a day of free activities for older people across the UK. That might apply to you, it might apply to a member of your family. Our reporter Claire Freeman has been to meet a group of older, wiser folk in Cheshire to find out exactly how they and how they might recommend others deal with this problem of loneliness.
Thursday afternoon at the Dingle Centre in Winsford. Afternoon tea is served and the dance floor is bustling.
And again, 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, away.
Chris McClelland runs Brightlife, the charity funding today's activities.
Well, it's estimated that over 1 million people in this country feel chronically lonely. It's considered to be as dangerous to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, as being obese, having high blood pressure. So it's a big impact for individuals, but also upon our society and our health services. If one can try and take a positive approach to tackling loneliness, one can improve the quality of life for each of those people, but also improve the quality of life for the community as a whole.
Get some serviettes. I shall get some forks as well, ladies.
In the kitchen, Yvonne Boyle from the group Community Compass is cutting the cake for the regulars. She's been helping connect the older generation living in Cheshire for the last 2 years and has seen firsthand the difference that it can make to people's lives.
We have physically gone and picked people up and brought them here. We have carers and care for people who come along who both feel at ease. We also have some lovely stories of, particularly this one lady who we first met when we first started here, who had lost her husband. She'd been very unwell herself. She was finding it difficult to walk. She came along to the social groups. We do exercise as part of one of our groups, and she took part in that. She then went on to do some of our Nordic walking that we'd set up, and her now is, although she's reluctant to say this, she's a real active member and important part of the regular social group, because she makes everybody else feel welcome. She makes sure everyone's okay. She is also going to volunteer for a new share project that we're beginning in the autumn.
1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Yeah.
Well, the lady Yvonne is referring to is Sylvia Miller.
I really couldn't move. I couldn't walk. I couldn't anything. And it was the most frightening experience I've ever had, the thought that I might never be able to walk. Lonely, it's not having... The worst thing I found was never having anyone when I could get out. When I got back, I had nobody to tell. There was no message. I just had to sort of sit and think.
5 years on, in a busy room full of people, Sylvia is one of the first on the dance floor and has found a new passion that's filling her spare time. Let me just pick up on something. Nordic walking, what on earth is it? Is it just not walking funny with sticks?
It is, amazingly enough. It's quite difficult because at first you have to use the opposite. You use your left leg with your right arm, and that might sound so easy to people that walk. It isn't easy at all. But once you get into it, it's fabulous, and the sticks really help.
So it's a day like today. You're here, you've been dancing with your friends, you're going out Nordic walking, and clearly I see in your eyes, your eyes lit up the moment that you were telling me about that. To think that at that time, in your lowest time, that you were alone and you were told that you may never walk again, how big a difference and what a transformation things have been for you over the past few years.
It's just been fabulous. I can't, it's hard to describe, really, going from sort of the lowest to the low to feeling quite, well, full of myself again, you know, having a bit of fun and a bit of life, and it's lovely.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
71.
Oh, that's nothing, is it?
No, I'm only a baby.
I heard somebody say the statement to me that they are alone, but they are not lonely. They live alone, but they are not lonely.
That's what I suppose that's how I'd express. Yes, that's how I would say with me. I'm alone. I've got family, but of course they have their own things. But that's it. I'm not lonely now.
Yeah. And is that because you did something about it?
Yes. 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 With help.
Yeah.
Yes.
With help, and there's the key. The help is there if you want to find it. You can be alone but not lonely. I am a person for whom words are extraordinarily significant. Without the written word and without the spoken word, I wouldn't be able to make a living. And so some words have strike a greater chord with me than others. And I think one of my least favourite words in the English language, not because I don't like the word, just because of what it evokes, is lonely. The idea of being lonely is very upsetting as a concept for me. I'm very lucky. I'm still got family around, friends. I've got a job like this here where I meet loads of people. I meet you. We chat. We talk. I'm very comfortable in my own company. I'm happy alone, but I, like Sylvia, I'm not lonely, and I would hope that I never would be. And if you are, help is there. Claire Freeman was talking to Sylvia Miller. Thanks to Brightlife Charity for letting us dance. Well, letting her dance anyway. Audrey, you'll meet at 8:45 this morning, about 8:45. She's a poet. 89 years old, and said, you know what, I'm going to be a poet. But she spent a long time struggling with loneliness and isolation, but she's overcome it, and you will hear.